All right, so I completed the install and I used the thermostat, which you're going to see in a future clip here. I'll show you testing this thermostat, but this is one of the old thermostats that was originally with this unit in operation when it was in operation, and it's just got the settings. So if I want to just run the fan, I just go to fan on and the fan kicks on. Works really well. I did a smoke test on it, or like a dust test or whatever. It does suck the air pretty well through the shop and blows it out here. And then if I want heat, I go over to emergency heat. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the front cover to this, so I don't know what temperature it's set at, but it does work. If I leave it and set it, it will make temperature and shut off and operate off of a thermostat. So I'm happy with that. It blows nice heat. I will say that this is actually a 9.6 kW heating element. So that equates to a lot of voltage and amps. So I thought it was like a 5 kW, but we're like almost double the power. So this thing's gonna run like over $1 an hour to run. So I'm not gonna be running it all that often. Heat-wise, I'll run it for the fan, but for the heat, I'll run it just to take the chill out. But this thing running for 10 or 15 minutes, it's comfortable in here. So I don't suspect it's gonna have to run all that often to keep the space warm. So I'm really happy with the results. All right, here we're gonna test. I have 3 thermostats. You have your G terminal, which is your fan circuit. Your R is your 24 volts coming into the thermostat. Your Y is for cooling, but we don't need that. O is for the reversing valve on the heat pump. We don't need that either. E is the emergency heat. W2 is the secondary heat. We're not going to worry about, we have common. Basically, all I need is the fan circuit switch to go from off and on, which is R and G. So we have that here. So we'll have that on auto. And then test. This is just continuity. That's going to tell me if it's closed circuit. So we test that. It's got nothing. So let's switch that to on. And now, so I know that feature works. So that's good. So now we need to figure out if this thermostat is actually going to work or not. So I think I'm just going to tilt it, put it on heat. All right. So that feature works. And it seems as the thermostat works. So provided the circuitry is okay, which presumably it should be because it just did what I needed it to do, just to act as an on-off switch. Let's wire it up and see if it actually works. So that's it for the 2-part series of the blower and the air filter. It's working great, providing great heat. 10 or 15 minutes of this thing running, and it's got comfortable temperatures down here in the shop. I don't need it for anything crazy. Mainly want it to keep the dust out of the air when I'm working on the lathe and the saws and the drills and stuff and everything that I'm doing, sanding and whatnot. It will definitely help keep it nice and clean and not let the dust spread. I am very new at video editing, and so please bear with me. I have to get the shitty videos out some way. The videos are only going to get better and better, but you got to go through the first.